So I want to start off by emphasizing the whole point of the current policy on disenfranchisement. So the purpose of the current policy is not to create confusion, not to make it difficult for felons not to vote. It's to build trust back into our society in order to let them vote for our laws, politicians, and policy. So as my partner has stated, it's no secret that felons have violent intentions. This is proven by the amount of felons that return back to prison. So Bill McCollum from the Justice Department has stated, the revolving door effect of restoring felons' rights only then to revoke them due to a new criminal offense would diminish the integrity of our democratic government and the rule of the law. 40% of offenders commit another crime within 3 years of release and 45% within 5 years. This is just another statistic. 56% of the violent felons convicted in the nation's 75 most populous counties from 2000 to 2004 had a prior conviction record. 38% had a prior felony conviction and 15% had previously been convicted for a violent felony. So this is from the Department Bureau of Justice Statistics. Felons have been known to have violent intentions, which is why letting them vote for our laws wouldn't be very beneficial for our society. They continue to have violent behavior and lack of correct judgment by them continuously going back to prison. So the affirmative stating that the policy is too complicated is an excuse, and proposing a universal alternative seems like an easy fix, when implementation of a new policy would only hurt states' well-being. Plus it has also defects, like it's too time-consuming. So the affirmative side is making it seem like 5.85 million felons don't have the right to vote, but 36 states plus the District of Columbia provide for felons to regain their suffrage after their sentences are complete or after they've completed parole or probation. So like the affirmative stated that the current policy is too confusing, which is a large sum of why felons aren't voting, is false. They just don't go through with learning the process and learning the requirements. So there was a study done by 3 political scientists, Alan Gerber, Gregory Huber, and Mark Meredith. They worked with the Connecticut Secretary of State. They identified a group of about 6,400 former felons who were eligible to vote under Connecticut law, but had not registered to vote. So they separated the 6,400 felons into 3 groups. One of the groups received no contact from the state. The other group received a registration ballot, and the third group received in the mail a registration ballot and a letter encouraging them to vote. So what they found was that rates of voter registration and turnout were very low among all 3 groups. 6% registered to vote and 3% actually voted. And this study was conducted in November 2012. So even though if all felons had, if there was no disenfranchisement, they still wouldn't take the right to vote. That's why universal policy would not be beneficial for the U.S., and we should keep the policy.